I have both the sleeves with me. I think I should close up this bag while I'm right here. I don't think we anticipate getting back in it.
That's right. It might be good for you to stand by at this time. Chris is getting close to being done. He has to remove it.
Now that I've got the covers, I've got to do something. Either put them back in the bag, which I'm right at, or install them.
Let's see, you've installed 2 FPP sleeves, is that right?
I have them with me. I picked them up out of the MLI bag. I either have to put them back in the MLI bag at this location or go install them. Stand by 9 turns, 6.7 foot-pounds with a expected low torque message. I can verify the indicators and release them to work on installing the 9-inch socket. Where would you like them?
We copy, Houston. We're thinking Chris is just about done, and Dave took care of the highest priority task. And it'll be time to move on to the batteries. We won't get to the FPP sleeves.
I'd like clarification whether to put the FPP sleeves back in the MLI bag, trivial task, or install them on the lap.
Endeavor Houston on the big loop for Tom. We'd like Chris to rest just a little bit.
Okay. Copy. You're right. Working on those MLI covers was like rolling up my sleeping bag in post-sleep.
Okay, Chris. And once you stand by, Dave, go ahead and install the sleeves on the connectors if you see the location there for them.
Traveling. Well, first I'm going to close up the bag.
Yeah, we don't need anything else from the bag if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, close up the bag first.
Coming up on the 1 hour mark on today's spacewalk. Chris Cassidy taking a few minutes to rest after the work of wrapping up the thermal insulation covers that he had to jettison. As he said, it was kind of like rolling up a sleeping bag, while Mission Specialist Dave Wolf works to get some thermal covers that he's going to be installing on some fluid pump packages. These are part of a get-ahead task that he's been working on and off during all 3 spacewalks that he's participated in so far. While Wolf is finishing up the thermal insulation sleeves he's installing, Cassidy is going to take some time out at the airlock to recharge his oxygen in his spacesuit.
Stand by, flight. And Houston agrees.
Maybe it's good from you. That's it. Just retie it right where with that much slack. I'll leave it here. You can retie it. I'll retie it. I'm out of here. Well, okay. That's it. Bye. Bye.
Chris, when you get a chance, we'll take a quick level inspection from you.
How about when I'm charging O2?
Yeah, perfect time.
Aki, what's the, if you could please ask Aki, what's the range limiting times that my suit is? It sounds like it's getting transient, so what's sort of the range of
Cassidy basically hanging out there at the hatch to the Quest airlock, enjoying the view of the South Pacific Ocean, waiting on Dave Wolf, which you see here making his way back down the station's structure toward the Quest airlock.
Dave concurs. Your go to maneuver to overnight park.
I'm nowhere near there anymore. I concur.
Just to recap today's spacewalk activities, right now they're at a elapsed time of 5 hours, 42 minutes, and still counting. In terms of the batteries, they removed the first old battery and put it out onto a temporary stowage location, and then installed the first new one. They then uninstalled a second old one, followed by a second new one, and then a third old one.
Hey Chris, you're talking about PET margin?
Yes, for my LIO.
Houston to Denver for EVH, copy. The PET margin for LIO.
So just how many minutes left?
So they removed 3 old ones total, installed 2 new ones out of the 4 that were planned. There's 2 more that are planned for the 4th spacewalk of the mission, which is day after tomorrow.
Pretty near.
So the flight planners here in the Mission Control Center will take a look and to find out when these remaining 2 that were planned for this spacewalk will be taken care of, whether that will be on the 4th or 5th spacewalk of this mission. So 3 old ones removed, 2 new ones installed, 2 more to go.
And Tom, what we're thinking is we need a nominal airlock ingress as soon as Dave gets there.
Thank you.
Copy, Aki.
This is Mission Control Houston. Just to recap, today's spacewalk, the 3rd of the mission, began this morning at 9:32 a.m. Central Time. It ended at 3:31 p.m. Central Time. The total time was 5 hours, 59 minutes for the spacewalk. This was the 128th in support of International Space Station Assembly and Maintenance. It was the 100th spacewalk out of ISS airlocks.